Mike Tyson's Top 10 Knockouts. Michael Gerard Tyson, born June 30th, 1966, is a retired American boxer who competed from 1985 to 2005. In his early career, he was known as Iron Mike and Kid Dynamite, and subsequently as the baddest man on the planet. Iron Mike's fame dates back to the 1980s, when he ruled the heavyweight category like no other, because every event Tyson headlined was more than simply a bout. The greatest stars went to his fights in Atlantic City, Las Vegas, and other locations. And his pay-per-view figures were enormous because, while his fights were short, you were guaranteed to see fireworks. Tyson's incredible mix of speed, power, agility, and ferocity at such a young age and smaller height, 5'10" and roughly 220 pounds, had not been seen in the heavyweight class before. Neither boxing purists nor casual viewers had been drawn to someone who was both fearsome and thrilling at the same time. He was a blazing star, flashing brighter than almost everyone else on the sports world until he began to burn out, beginning with an upset loss to Buster Douglas in 1990 and a 3-year prison sentence for felony rape in 1992. So, today in this video, we are going to highlight the top 10 best knockouts of the boxer who is also known as the baddest man on the planet. Number 10. Clifford Etienne, February 22nd, 2003, KO first round. Tyson's final professional victory came at the age of 36, and it didn't take long for him to obtain it, since Etienne's right knee crumpled after Tyson hit him clean with a right hook. Etienne never saw it coming. This was a crowd-pleasing knockout. Etienne removed his mouthguard the second he was fully stretched out on the mat and barely moved until he was called out, making this one of the strangest knockouts you'll ever watch. Tyson pulled him up and hugged him before second referee Bill Clancy waved it off at 1 minute 49 seconds. Number 9. Carl Williams, July 21st, 1989, KO first round. Unlike most of his opponents, Williams came out on fire against Tyson, landing a few nice strikes while attempting to exploit his vast 6-foot height advantage and ridiculous 14-foot reach advantage. Tyson, on the other hand, slipped in a left hook that rocked Williams straight into the ropes. When the referee Randy Newman asked Williams if he wanted to continue, Newman didn't like the look in Williams' eyes and halted the bout at 1 minute 33 seconds in the first round. Number 8. Francois Botha, January 16th, 1999, KO 5th round. Tyson was down on the scorecards after 4 rounds of a hard, brutal, and unpleasant bout. The Iron Mike of old was nowhere to be found on this night in Las Vegas. But given that it was Tyson's first fight since serving a 19-month ban for biting Evander Holyfield's ear off, his performance wasn't a surprise. But it just took one left flush to the face with the 5th round ticking down to entirely forget Tyson's mediocre boxing. The hit startled Botha, who went to the ground and staggered into the ropes, where referee Richard Steele called time. Number 7. Buster Mathis, December 16th, 1995, KO 3rd round. Tyson didn't appear like vintage Iron Mike in his second fight after his release from prison. The aura about him wasn't the same at age 29 with a defeat on his record, and 3 years out of the ring compared to earlier in his career. But Tyson's strength and quickness were still on display as he spun to allow himself a clear angle to land a crisp uppercut that was immediately followed by another. Mathis stumbled backwards and was unable to defeat the 10 count to continue the fight. Number 6. Henry Tillman, June 16th, 1990, KO first round. Like most Tyson battles in the 1980s and early 1990s, this one didn't last long. Tillman was 4 feet taller and had a 6-foot reach advantage. But it didn't matter. Tyson dropped the larger guy with a right to the forehead with 26 seconds left in the round, rocking Tillman. Tillman scarcely moved until referee Richard Steele counted to 9, except for spitting out his mouthguard while lying on the mat. Number 5. Lorenzo Boyd, July 11th, 1987, KO second round. In comparison to many previous Tyson knockouts, this one flies under the radar. I understand if you're basing it on the level of competition. This one is easily forgotten. However, based on skill level, technique, and accuracy, it merits far more recognition. Still 3 fights away from a crack at the heavyweight title, Tyson knocked out Boyd, a former officer who was studying criminal law at the time at Oklahoma State. With a stunning finishing combination, Tyson fired a rib-rattling body blow followed by a rocket uppercut in the blink of an eye. Boyd had little chance of overcoming the count. Therefore, referee Sid Rubenstein stopped the bout before the count reached 10. Number 4. Marvis Frazier, July 26, 1986, TKO first round. Tyson, who was only 20 years old and fighting in his 25th professional bout, pounced on Frazier right away. Iron Mike unleashed 2 blistering uppercuts less than 20 seconds into the match, followed by a vicious 1-2 combination that put Frazier down cold. The challenger collapsed to the mat, motionless, with only the corner stanchion keeping him from being entirely sprawled out. When referee Joe Cortez motioned for medical personnel to assist Frazier, Tyson raced over out of concern. Number 3. Trevor Berbick, November 22nd, 1986, TKO second round. This may be Tyson's most amusing knockout, as well as his most historic. And no offense to Berbick, who tried so hard to survive the second, despite tumbling all over the place after taking 2 massive blows. Berbick gets all the credit for gathering all of his power to raise himself up 3 times after Tyson struck him with a big body blow followed by a left hook to the forehead. Berbick appeared inebriated in the ring, his equilibrium utterly disrupted as he staggered and bumbled off the ropes like it was a comedy routine. Only this was genuine, and it was Tyson at his best. The knockout awarded him the WBC Heavyweight World Championship, making him the sport's youngest champion at the age of 20. Number 2. Larry Holmes, January 22nd, 1988, TKO fourth round. Some may rank this lower on the list since Holmes, the former world heavyweight champion, was well past his peak. The 38-year-old Holmes was knocked down 3 times in the 4th round after a 2-year sabbatical from the ring. The first KD wounded Holmes, who was shaky for the rest of the round, but valiantly attempted to battle Tyson. After that, Holmes was essentially a sitting duck. The last knockdown was delivered by a brutal right hand, which felled Holmes like a bag of potatoes, prompting physicians to rush into the ring. And finally, at number 1, Michael Spinks, June 27th, 1988, KO first round. Not because it's the most stunning of Tyson's 44 knockouts, but because of the setting and the opponent. The build-up to this battle was spectacular since Tyson was defending 3 belts against Spinks, the lineal heavyweight champion and eventual Hall of Famer. Tyson battered Spinks, who continued backing away from Iron Mike after Donald Trump and Muhammad Ali entered the ring following fighter introductions. A thudding body punch knocked Spinks out for the first fight in his career, and Tyson finished him out with a crisp right that smashed Spinks onto his back 1 minute 31 seconds into the fight. Tyson earned his 16th first-round knockout in 35 fights, extending his arms out gladiator style a dozen years before the Oscar-winning film starring Russell Crowe aired. So that's the end of the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss out on our next videos. Until the next video, take care.